Hello guys, so today we will be covering output statements and input statements. Previously, we already covered one output statement, which is system.out.print. So today we will also cover another output statement. It looks exactly like, or it looks like system.out.println, but this one is system.out.print. What is the difference between the two? Let me show you how different the two are. So if you are going to use system.out.println or println, the .print line, it displays something on the screen, but if you are going to display another one, it will be on the next line, like this output. So the first hello will be this one, but since it's ln, the next output will be on the next line. But if I use print, after printing the first one, the next output statement will be printed beside it. We can combine them together. If I use print ln here, the next one will be displayed on the next line. If I will use another one, take a look at build successful, it will be displayed on the next line. Now we can display strings together using one output command by using the plus symbol, something like this. So I've written one string here, hello, and then followed by another string there. They are combined using the operator plus, but notice that there is a space there for formatting purposes. So if I display it, it's one line plus a space because of this one. We can also use the plus operator if we want to combine a string and the value of a variable. Let's say I have an integer n1. It has a value of 5. If I want to display if I want to display it together with a string, I will add a plus and then followed by the variable name. And if you notice, there are no spaces here. Probably we can add one here. So there we go. If we use system.out.print, it actually prints everything that is written inside quotation marks. And if we want to print a variable, all we have to do is place the name of the variable. So quick question for you. Let's say we have a variable with the name n1. It has a value of 50. Which do you think will print the value of num1? Would it be this one, or would it be this one? So pause the video for a few seconds, think about it, and if your answer is this one, you are correct, because the first option has quotation marks. Therefore, what will be printed is the characters NUM1. While this one, it is treated as a variable. What will be displayed on the screen is the value of 50. Like what we did. here. So let me just change the values. If I print the variable, the value will be displayed. But if I place quotation marks, the string num1 will be displayed. Now, to get input from the user, the first thing that we have to do is to import something. We have to import this line outside the class. Just to give you a reminder, the class, this one, signified by the brackets, the class is our whole program. So we will import something and we will place importing outside the class. We write import java.util.scanner. This importing or the import java.util.scanner is specifically catered to accepting user input. So once this is written, the next thing that we will do is we will declare a scanner, much like declaring a variable. We will declare an object and we will name that object. So this is the syntax. We have the keyword scanner. We have also keywords new scanner system.in, and then the scanner name is the one that you can change. So as an example, I created here a scanner and the name is scan. Again, as a programmer, it's up to you what you want to write for the name. For me, I'm always used to using scan as my scanner name. So let me do that here in my netbeans. I will declare scanner scan gets new scanner system.in. Now let's say our problem is we want to accept a name from the user. So probably what you are going to think is we have to prompt the user. We have to prompt the user that they have to enter their name. So something like, please enter your name. So if I run this quickly, it will display something like this, prompting the user that they have to input their names. But you will notice you cannot enter anything into the console. So the next thing that we have to do is we have to create a placeholder for the name of the user. We have to declare here a variable, something like name1. It will have an initialization of blank. So this name1, this is where the user input will be saved. In initialization, it is blank, but along the way, we will put something in name1, and that will be the input of the user. So after this prompt, take note of this. I will write here the name of the variable, name1, our placeholder, and it will have the value, the scanner, dot next line. Dot next line is used to get inputs which are string values. So if your variable is a string, you have to use dot next line. Let me show you. I will now put my name, Sir RJ. And just to give you a proof that the user input is really saved in name1, I will display name1. There we go. So for strings, it has to be dot next line. Or you can also use dot next. However, in dot next does not accept spaces. So what will be saved in name 1 when I press enter is only the first word. So even though I've typed a few characters, but it has a space, only the first word, the contiguous set of characters, will be saved. So I think it's better to use that next line if you think the input will have spaces. Now, for integers, it will be different. Let me declare an integer. Um, let's say n1. Let's also put n2. And then let's change the prompt. Please enter a number. So n1 will get again the scanner followed by dot next int. So dot next int is used for integers. And then let me display n1. Oh no, let's use n2. n2 will get, let's say, n1 multiplied by 2. And then we will display n2. So the prompt, it's this one. If I place, let's say, 5, if I press enter, 5 will be saved to n1. And then on the next line, n1, which has the value of 5, will be multiplied by 2. Therefore, n2 will be 10. And then the output will be 10. So there you have it. If you want to display something on the screen, do not forget you have two options. You may use system.out.print or .print line. If you will display something like a prompt, you have to put it inside quotation marks. If you want to display a value or the value of a variable, you have to type the name of the variable inside the parentheses. If you want to add two strings together, you have to use the plus sign. Now, if you want to accept the user's input, you have to use a scanner. So to use a scanner, do not forget to import. After importing, you have to import this one. After importing, you declare your scanner. And after declaring the scanner, you use the scanner to put a value or to put it inside a variable as a value. So that's it. I hope you learned something from me today. Goodbye.